He's a relatable guy.
FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. It is undisputed, unquestioned. They are the absolute best, and right now they're giving new customers, $150 in bonus bets, guaranteed just by placing a $5 bet. That's $150 in bonus bets for new customers, win or lose. The best part about FanDuel, it's simple, easy to use, and there are so many different ways to bet, including live same-game parlays. You can find bets in the new Explorer tab. You can make parlays in the Parlay Hub, which is the best and easiest way to find popular pre-made parlays, and so much more. So make sure you visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to make your first bet a layup. FanDuel, an official partner of the NFL, an official partner of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, and the Cavs are looking to extend their winning streak to 9 games tonight. But before we talk about the game, there was a rumor last night put out by Dave McMenamin, not a rumor, a report, and Dave's obviously very locked in.
No, wait, can I give out my parlay for the fans?
We're going to do the trade rumor first, then we'll talk about the game. And Ty, I want to hear your 14-part parlay that's guaranteed to hit tonight. But Dave McMenamin put out a report that the Los Angeles Lakers have interest in trading for Donovan Mitchell. Now, that's not the first time we've seen a trade rumor for Donovan Mitchell, but this one seems a little out there. I also want to put it on the record that I'm interested in a $10 million raise next year. Will I get that? Will the Lakers get Donovan Mitchell? It is highly unlikely. But because this is what we do on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, I put together a couple of trade packages, 1 real and 3 totally fake, of what a potential Lakers for Donovan Mitchell trade might look like, and then we'll talk about the game, just to show how absurd any of these Mitchell to the Lakers midseason rumors are. So this is the one that would be real. If the Lakers were to really attempt to acquire Donovan Mitchell.
You should have let us guess.
No, because you'll know immediately.
Okay.
The Lakers have nothing to trade.
All right,
so that's
what I'm about to say. Like,
the Lakers
I ran
zero
into Sam
assets.
Pines last night at the Cleveland Awards. He runs ESPN Cleveland in L.A. And I said, he hadn't even heard the rumor. I said, wow, what the hell are the Lakers doing talking about Donovan Mitchell? What are they going to give up? And he laughed. He goes, what? I said, yeah, McMenamin's got a report that they're trying to trade. He goes, they don't have any assets. They've got nothing. That trade isn't going to happen.
To my point, and this is why it's not going to happen, this is the best realistic offer the Lakers could put together for Donovan Mitchell, and it is D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, their first-round pick, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and a first-round pick or two, which they don't even have till 2028 or 2029.
I tell them to go stick themselves.
Nothing burger. You would never take that in a million years.
Never.
But that's the only realistic trade package the Lakers could put together.
Insulting.
Yes. Which is why I wanted to put it out there to show how ridiculous
I'm
it is.
trying to figure out what they're going to offer.
But they could offer picks.
They don't have picks till 2028 or 2029.
Is it 28?
Yeah, they traded them all. They don't
Check
even have
on that.
picks.
I think I don't know that they have none till 28, which, by the way, what's the NBA's rule on trading picks
You can
out
only
in the
trade
future?
every
Now-
other first round.
Yeah, that's right. God, I didn't realize it was 28.
So
I
they
didn't think it
have
was that
picks,
far.
but they can't trade any of their
No,
picks.
they've got to
until
keep
then.
the ones that they have because they've traded all the other ones. That's insane.
They could do pick swaps, but if you traded Donovan Mitchell, you're going to be worse than the Lakers.
They have a 2026 first.
That's what
and
I
then
thought.
a 2028 first. So,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
so
what I thought.
they have one in the next 5 years, but you're not going to take.
No, you're not going to
back.
give.
So
no.
it's not happening. I wanted to put that out there just
Okay.
to kind of squash any.
Was there
rumors.
anything else that you thought maybe they could squeeze?
Well,
this?
I had some fun. I had some fun with this. So
All right.
let's just go through some of these
Yeah.
because
Was
this is
LeBron
what I
in
like
there?
doing. I like messing around. These get more and more ridiculous. These are not real. Do not aggregate this. I'm not proposing these. I just wanted to have some fun in the trade machine. So let's have a little fun. Trade number 2, Steve, take it, 261. How about LeBron and Austin Reeves for Mitchell, LeVert, and Okoro? Salaries match up. Bring LeBron home. Austin Reeves signed a nice tradable contract. He's better than solid. He's been very
He is better than
serviceable.
solid.
Hey, that's
take that.
I'd do that trade.
That's
take that trade.
That's a championship right
With
now.
I would
Darius
do
come
that
back
today.
to point guard.
And Mobley, and we keep Allen. So stop playing
What
with
I'm
me.
wondering about
And
McMenamin's
shooters.
report
I'll take it.
is, was LeBron mentioned as a piece at all?
No.
No.
What McMenamin put out there is the whole report.
That's it.
There's
But
no-
because
yeah.
Donovan Mitchell has had all the rumors about his long-term stay in Cleveland be questioned,
That's
a rumor turns into all these
I
things.
do
Reeves?
that trade right now.
Reeves, he's automatically
Yeah, but
going
the
to start.
Lakers aren't going to get Mitchell to trade.
Oh,
LeBron.
my goodness.
Let's just run through the rest of these,
Yeah.
and we can laugh at the rest
By the way,
of it.
but wait, before you do that, Mike,
Sure.
what would the Cavs starting lineup be if they made that trade?
Darius. Austin,
Everybody's healthy.
Reeves.
Darius, Austin, LeBron, Evan, Jared.
Yes.
Woo! Woo! You still got young sniper Steph Jr. coming off the bench.
Steph Jr.
Steph Jr. Are you kidding me?
All right, here's the next one. I got 2 more.
I like that lineup
Instead
a lot.
of getting LeBron,
I got I'm buying tickets.
No, we ain't taking Anthony Davis.
The Cavs go super
no, I don't
big.
want Anthony
Super big. Start Evan Mobley at the 3.
We good.
Develop him into what Jason Lloyd has always wanted Evan Mobley to be. You get Anthony Davis at the 4, Jared Allen the 5. You give up Mitchell and Dean Wade. And Steve, let's go right to the next one because this one I had a lot of fun with.
Don't you have to assume, by the way, that LeBron would have to co-sign any trade, any
Yes,
deal?
which is why LeBron won't come back to Cleveland if they're going to trade for.
No.
But this last one, let's have some fun, guys. Let's get crazy. The Cavs get Jokic and LeBron. The Lakers get Michael Porter Jr. and Donovan Mitchell.
I literally almost
and the Nuggets
cursed.
get Darius Garland, Austin Reeves, and Jared. Let's just have a little fun here.
By the way, once you said the Cavs get Jokic and LeBron, it was irrelevant what you said after
Yeah,
that.
no, you lost me at that.
I literally almost
Because it was like, yes, I don't care who they're giving
I
up.
almost lost my job on air just
You
now
remember when
because
Mike
of that
Ditka
pick.
You was about
traded
to say
his
something
entire
wild.
first draft with the Saints for the
Yes.
rights to get Ricky Williams?
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
what
that was worse
would
than
be
my
right
trade
there.
package, man.
We said off the top, none of these are realistic. I just wanted to have some fun.
Well,
I got
yeah,
in
Mike
the
is
trade
admitting
machine.
they're not realistic.
And here's
Yeah.
the thing if you're the Cavs. I think that this is realistic. You guys may laugh at me.
No, they're not getting Jokic. That's
No.
not,
I would not.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay. Just making
what
sure
I
we're on the
think
same
is
team.
realistic is if I'm the Cavs, there are two great assumptions. The first great assumption is that Donovan Mitchell is going to, at some point soon, be gone. The other, I think, assumption is that LeBron James is going to be on the move after this season.
Yes.
So why would you give up assets to get a piece that you could well get anyhow once the season's over? So 2024 isn't your window.
Yeah, right. No, you wouldn't do that.
2025 is your window.
Yeah. By the way, I think the Cavs should, and I was advocating, like, if Mitchell's not going to stay, then trade him. But the Cavs are playing so well right now, and even though I've kind of pooh-poohed it a little bit, like, I think you owe it to the fans to not trade Donovan Mitchell.
There was
Bingo.
real excitement last night
Yeah.
for
Nailed
anything
it.
Cavs, which surprised me.
Yeah.
There was over-the-top
I
enthusiasm
know
for the
people are
Browns.
excited right now.
No enthusiasm for the Guardians.
Yeah.
But when the Cavs were mentioned at any point, there was real
I
excitement.
know you can't trade Donovan Mitchell.
The internet is on fire right now. Like with the cat, you can feel a little buzz. Donovan
are hot in the
Mitchell is
streets.
playing out his mind.
If they beat the Bucks tonight, then it's going to be
That's a
just
big one.
crazy.
Is
Yeah.
that in Cleveland?
No, it's
No,
in
this
Milwaukee.
No, they
yeah.
play tonight in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee-
They play Friday. Joe Prunty, who is the interim coach for 12 hours, I guess, because Doc Rivers has now agreed to be the head coach.
I just wonder, will he coach
I
tonight?
think Prunty will coach tonight. Doc
I do
will
too.
coach Friday.
Yeah, I do too. So the next, when they play Friday,
They play tonight and Friday. Yeah,
Tonight
they have
Friday.
one night
I
off.
thought Doc wasn't doing. I thought he was doing.
He is on
yeah.
ESPN.
well, you could leave a TV job to coach. It's
But
been done a lot.
I thought he replaced like what's the crew?
Yeah, I know. He
Don't
did.
matter. He wants to
ABC.
coach.
Was
He-
he? Ain't it him, Doris, and all them? That ain't him.
Yeah, he's doing. I think he's doing ABC games.
So he just leaving that.
well, guys have done
guy
it in
wants
the
to
past.
coach.
So who going back?
Well, who knows? That's
They'll
up to
figure
them.
it out. That's not their problem.
They'll find somebody that's got a
The guy's a
wealth of
coach,
talent
Tyvus.
there.
He wants to coach.
I mean,
Tyvus,
listen,
guess what, man? You know, it's so crazy, man. The 49ers said, yo, Tyvus, come on off the street. We need a safety.
We got to find somebody to replace you.
So the difference would be
you leaving all that.
it's financial,
Right.
But like financially, if this
But
job
Doc's
was
a
paying me,
coach.
if this job was paying me the same salary that I would make as a football
You
player,
wouldn't leave.
I'm not that guy.
Watch
anymore.
this.
Okay.
Watch this.
That's
fine.
not who
Jay,
I
that's
am.
It's a smart choice.
Jay, if they offered
This
you,
is your future.
If they
Right
offered
here,
you
yeah.
a minor league baseball contract today,
Right.
what would you tell WKYC?
Thanks for the memories.
Like, let's
Yeah,
keep
the
it-
G League called me. I did the same thing.
Now,
Like,
but here's
what
the
you
thing.
mean?
But there's a reason for that.
I know because
At my stage, when I was pitching in the minor leagues, I was also working at ESPN.
right.
And ESPN was like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "These are one-offs, 10-day contracts. I'll pitch once or twice." They're like, "Okay, you've got days. That's cool."
They, when the HR
But
say
when you
got
wake up
time-
from your little dream, you know where your bread's buttered, right?
Yeah, like
And obviously, the minor league contract compared to what I was making at ESPN,
That's what I'm saying.
no. But at this point in my life, at 58, believe me,
that
when I
Tyvus.
pitch even now, I still think,
Yo, show
damn,
me-
my stuff's still as good as it was when I was in the minors.
And Jay's made his money. He could go do that.
Now it isn't, but in my mind,
Yeah,
and
sure.
you're right. That's another part of it.
Yeah.
At my stage in my life, Okay.
You don't need to work
And
for
you know
the
what?
money.
If someone
Wait a
calls
minute.
Tyvus when he's 58 and says, "Yo, we think you can still back
Wait
pay.
a
You want to
minute.
come be
First
the
of all-
safety for the
first
Jets?"
of
He'd be
all-
like, "Where do I sign?"
Wait a minute. First of all, I wanted to be known that I still got it. That's first of all.
Look,
Like I still
of course you do
100%
at
got
30.
it. My problem is that my knee. I don't know how long I can do it for because my knee is not
Neither
the
do
same.
I.
So that's the problem. With you can't even throw like that no more. You got a shoulder injury.
That's
No,
a-
I've got a torn UCL, but
That's up
I'm
for them to
rehabbing
find
it right
out.
now.
That's for them to find
I
out.
don't care,
It's
So
still
you
a
gonna
dream.
you gonna
It's still-
tear it off the bone?
bro.
Probably.
Tyvus.
If I had my way,
Yeah.
I would leave fingernail marks on
What if
the
they
pitcher's mound.
Let
from
me
where
ask you this. They say this. The minor leagues hit you up and say, "We want you to come back. We'll pay you. But if you get hurt, we're not covered. We're not giving you
I'm
the
okay.
insurance." Okay.
I'm there.
I just wanted to make sure.
I'm there.
Doc Rivers
I just
is a
wanted to
coach.
make sure.
Tyvus, who do you think
Doc
you're
is a
talking
coach.
to?
Doc's a
He's
coach. He
He's a
wants
coach.
to
He wants
coach.
to
That's
coach.
it.
Yeah, who do you think you're talking to? Like, yeah, I can't do that, but Jay's had a successful career. We've been
I'm
at Jay's
old,
house.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
I am leaning into the tape
Mike,
as I
so
tell my
Big
friends.
Mike,
Nuggets-
would you
Big
leave
Nug-
us for a G League contract right now?
In
You
a
would.
heartbeat. he
Do I
would.
have insurance? Because that does make a difference. I'm getting hurt
See?
first game.
That's what I'm saying.
If I don't have insurance, then no.
Yeah, see, he doesn't have insurance here, so yeah, he's leaving.
I
the
don't
way,
have Jay Crawford money either.
I just
to lay
thought
back
for a
on.
second I was imagining Mike on the court with Taco Fall.
I mean, I've played with 7-footers. I've showed y'all the picture before.
Everybody.
We've asked around about Mike's shooting prowess. Mike is a shooter. Like,
I can shoot.
I gotta see
it's
it.
not bluster. Mike can shoot. I've never seen it with my eyes, but we've asked enough people
Yeah, I mean,
who,
he almost-
who definitively said, "Oh no, Mike can
Bro,
shoot." Now.
I mean, he barely beat a 13-year-old
Bro.
in a driveway game, so I don't know.
If you play
wearing
college
jeans.
anything, you're better than all
You're
the
good.
civilians.
You're right.
Yeah, sure,
All
of course.
right, question with the Bucks and Cavs tonight. The Cavs have trailed for 35 seconds in total over the last 5 games. 35 seconds total. They've led wire to wire.
And that was probably
in 3 of
like in the
5.
first 35 seconds of a game.
Yeah,
Someone scored
they've
first
been
on them.
unbelievable. Obviously, the 8-game win streak, their offensive numbers, defensive numbers. They're the number 1 rebounding team in basketball since December 15th. They've been incredible. A Bucks team that they are facing tonight will have Giannis back, a new coach. Obviously, the interim coach energy always exists. It's in Milwaukee.
real.
We've
Middleton.
talked about the schedule they've played. You can't control the schedule, but they haven't beaten any juggernauts on this 8-game win streak.
Right.
Tyvus, I know you have a parlay, so we'll end this segment with your parlay. But Giannis is your favorite player in the world. What happens tonight, Ty?
Is the game
Give us
on
a little-
national
give us a
TV,
little
by the way?
preview.
No, I don't think it's on national.
okay.
It's not. It's just on NBA TV, which is a shame.
I mean, Giannis is gonna be.
Can the
fi-
Cavs keep it going? Ty is the question.
I mean, they can for sure. I mean, they playing with some really good chemistry right now. But Giannis will be fired up. It's at home. The Bucks are gonna have to come out and put a performance up because you have to show that it was us and not the coach. So they're gonna have to come out there and try to make a statement for that. So they're gonna play hard. And
Especially Giannis.
And on top of all of that, y'all got beat by 40, didn't they?
did.
The last time they played. So
But that was a white flag game if I've ever
yeah, but
seen
still, like you got beat by 40.
I
So
know.
they're going to play with that chip on their shoulder. I think Damian Lillard is going to be tapped in because
He played horrible last year.
Exactly.
He did.
He played horrible, and Isaac Okoro's getting the praise right now, and he wants to come out there and try to dead that. But I think the Cavs do play it close because they are special and they're hitting shots and they're just in sync right now. I think this is a close one. I don't know who comes out the winner, which is why I did not put that on the parlay because my heart goes both ways.
I ain't about to do that no
What's
more.
the spread on the
winner
game?
game-
I'm not betting on the
Milwaukee is
game.
favored,
Yeah.
right?
I would assume at home
They
they're
gotta be
favored. I'll tell you
favored.
right now.
I can't do that.
I'm not betting on the game. Yeah, I'm not betting on the game.
I lost $2,000 on FanDuel because I picked the Bills to win.
Oh, that's bad.
Milwaukee's favored by 6.5.
6.5. I might take the point.
That's a lot of points.
I'm
That is
not.
a lot.
that-
Should
I'm
bother
not. I'm
anybody.
not messing with it.
I think the Bucks are going to win.
Is anybody bothered right now about Jimmy Haslam being a part owner of the Bucks?
Bothers me
I
tremendously.
don't like it.
I
No,
don't.
it's a
It kind
team.
of pisses me off.
It's one of our competitors.
Yeah.
I mean, let's flip it this way. What if he bought the Detroit Tigers?
Yeah.
We'd be furious.
Yeah, right.
Like, he is helping one of our rivals.
Here's
Win.
Here's what I have a problem with it about. I got a problem that I understand that you got a lot of investments, but you spent $250 million to purchase the Bucks, but you still coming back here asking us for a new stadium.
$500
Right.
million for maybe a
You
billion.
could have built that yourself.
He
How
will
you-
write a check
He
to
still
build a new
can.
stadium. He's going to pay for it, a part of it. but he's also going to ask for half of it is going to be public funds.
So that's like
And no, and honest to God, the day this move happened, and I said why I hated it so much is I said because it's in a very short time frame. He's going to have his hand out for taxpayer money so he can build a new home for his football team, which is valued at more than what a new stadium would cost.
Earl know about this. If I loan you money, right? If it's under 20 is free. I ain't asking for $20 back. But if I loan you $200, and you say I got you on Friday, but then I see you on Friday, and you gonna say, "Hey, G. Bush, hey, you see these shoes I bought you? I got for myself." You're like, "Hold on, you owe me money, and you got J's on."
Unacceptable.
No, unacceptable. Take them off. Take them off, homie. You can't
Confiscate your
take them
shoes.
off. Give me them. You cannot go to Milwaukee and say we whining and dining for $300 million and be like, "Hey, can we get some syntax on what you guys are doing?"
Do
in
it say
Ohio?
how much he paid to get in the Milwaukee?
Was it over $400 million? I thought.
Haslam?
Yeah, there were conflicting
And
reports early
yeah,
on.
was.
It was like he's a minority owner. Then I think after some digging, it came out. No. He owns a big share of this team.
He bought 25%. It's an undisclosed amount.
Yeah.
But I'm going to read the exact line from the ESPN article. I don't know the math top of my head, but the Haslams who own this is a quote from ESPN. The Haslams who own the NFL's Browns have reached an agreement to purchase approximately 25% of the Bucks from Lazary for $3.25 billion.
Right.
Whoa.
No,
No,
that's the total
That's
worth
the total.
of the team.
I wouldn't even bother with that because there was conflicting
There
reports
were conflicting
on that.
reports. Later, it
so
it
we
came
don't
out
know
that he
exactly
bought
what the
more than
Yeah,
that
I don't.
25%.
Right.
I shouldn't have read that. That's my bad.
Yeah, that was, I think, the first article.
And
that
everybody was
written after.
confused. And
And you know what? I still think people are confused. Here's
Yeah.
the bottom line. He spent a substantial
It gotta be
amount of
over
money
200.
to expand his sports portfolio. Now, you want to own the Columbus Crew, and by the way, hats off to the Haslams. They won a championship.
Yes, they did.
Right.
And they deserve all the credit in the world for that. And they were very invested in that team. I think he was at the championship game.
Right.
I'm super happy for them on that front. In fact, I actually think that was a good PR move. Columbus Crew, they're an Ohio team.
Yep.
They don't conflict with any of our Cleveland teams. Good for you.
Right.
Well done. But when you go and buy a big piece of the Milwaukee Bucks, it's almost like they didn't read the room before
No,
they
that was
did
terrible.
that.
That was
I've yet
terrible.
to talk to a diehard Cleveland sports fan that has said this. Man, I'm so glad the Haslam
Right.
spent whatever on a team that we're competing for a championship with.